South 202. An open tarp shelter. Hey, good morning to all you wonderful YouTubers. Hey, welcome back to the Virginia Bushcrafter, the channel where we will always continue to learn and practice the skills of bushcrafting, prepping, and survival for the wilderness. So guys, I'm out here again enjoying Mother Nature. Hey, getting ready to do another tarp I've done before, but it's all about perfection or improvement. And of course I'm going to make a campfire, probably a different style, I'm sure. But hey guys, if this is your first time here, again, this is the Virginia Bushcrafter. Hey, I welcome you. So let's sit back and let's enjoy Mother Nature. I'm going to start off making a open tarp shelter. I'm going to use maybe 3 pieces of paracord, 6 tent pegs, but I'm going to secure it with maybe 14 and a trekking pole. So nothing more to say. Let's just get started. Okay guys, hope you can see me, but I'm going to start off with basically the tie out on the left. I'm going to come in 1 tie out from the corner and stake it down. I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing. Sure you can see me. Okay. Going to pull it tight and stake it down. I'm going to go to the very back. To the middle, tie out. I'm going to remove that one for right now. I'm going to go to the second from the corner. Make it a 45-degree angle. Stake it down. On the left side, 1 tie out from the end. 45-degree angle with the other one, and stake it down. Now the excess tarp, I'm just going to tuck it up under for right now. Okay, so that's a total. That is a total of 4 tent pegs. I'm going to do 2 in the front. So I'm going to take, let's see. If you can see, let me turn just a little bit more. I'm going to take the corner tie out. I'm going to go to the second one and I'm going to put it in line with the tie out that is straight back and stake it down. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Come to the end, go to the second tie out in line with the one in the back and stake it out. Okay, as you can see, I have used 6 tie outs. The next piece of equipment that I'm going to use is a trekking pole, along with a bandana. A very fun shelter to make. I'm going to put it in line with the second tie out here. So I'm going to lift this up. Okay, as you can see, it starts to form. So what I'm going to do now is, because I like to secure everything that I do, I'm going to take some tent pegs and secure the sides. So let's do that. Next one, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to provide me with more space. I'm glad that the ground is soft. Otherwise, I would be using a baton to do this. I'm going to go to the other side, do the exact same thing. Okay, that did not take very long, but let's go to the rear. Okay, this is the rear portion. And what I've done so far is I went to the middle grommet here and I staked that down, but I'm going to take some paracord. I'm going to run it through the two tie outs here to lift it back up to give me more space. Let's see how I'm going to do this now. I'm going to start off just by making a loop. Just a loop. Go through the top and the bottom. I'm going to take this paracord and just run it through the loop. And now I'm going to go to the back of this tree. And I'm going to secure this. I think the knot that I'm going to use is going to be a trucker's hitch. I think that's somewhat more secure. See me from this view, but the cords could be longer. This is where the good practice comes in, because there's always going to be something abnormal but we will always find a way. That is the trucker's hitch. Okay, so as you can see, I pulled the back out. I used both of the tie outs to give me more room. And I secured the trucker's hitch knot to another tree. All right, guys, let's go to the front and finish it. Okay, so I'm going to take another piece of cordage to pull the siding back. So what I'm going to do is take another piece of cordage, make a quick loop, and run the loop through grommet, the tie out here. Put this through the loop, working in through the loop. Go to the grommet here, lift it somewhat. And I don't remember the name of this knot, but it works. It allows me to adjust. I could have used a longer piece of cordage, but nevertheless, this works. This allows me to adjust this side of the tarp. As you can see, I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Okay, once again, I'm going to start off making a loop. That's the loop. I'll run it through the tie out. Get the working end through the loop. Loosen the tin peg here somewhat. Yeah, this knot is on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. So if you guys in the comments, if you could leave me that, I would definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I could have used a piece of cordage that is a bit longer, but I will make this work. There you have it. Okay, secure this again. The only thing left now is the front. Okay, so once again, just another loop. Run this through the tie out. Bring the running in through the tie out, through the loop, I mean. Take a tin peg, and insert the tin peg into the ground and make the knot that I have forgotten the name of. However, it works. I can easily look it up when I get home, but hey, leave it in the comments, guys. There it is. I can tighten it. And now I'm just going to secure it. It is done. That is the open tarp shelter. The only thing I have to do now, I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to secure these two tin pegs. I'm going to put these two tin pegs into the floor. Okay guys, so we are inside and here we go. Let's see if you can see it here. Going to secure the small amount of floor. Going to do the same thing to the other side. Well, I'm going to have to go out and push it in. Be right back. Okay, so I've brought this in. Just going to stake it down. Okay, guys, so this shelter is complete. And of course, a bedroll will be needed in here if I were to stay because the ground is wet. Okay, guys, so this is the shelter. I'm going to do one more thing to it. I'm going to put leaves around the edges. So I'm going to put leaves around the edges, and I'll be back for our final view of the open tarp shelter. All right, guys, the open tarp shelter is complete and it is ready for housing. So let's take a look at the exterior just one more time. As you can see, I have taken the wings, folded them back. I can always let them in. I put leaves at the bottom, which will block the wind. I've used the remaining two tie out to open the back up, and I have this again extended all the way to a tree with a trucker's hitch knot. That is a back view of it. Again, leaves all the way around to block the wind if this was winter time and I was going to stay. And a look at the interior. Plenty of sleeping room for one person, possibly two. All right, guys, so what is this? It's just practice. Practice and having fun in the bush. So now I'm going to make a fire. I'm going to use a tripod. So I'm going to go and harvest 3 pieces of wood. I'm going to say at least 6 or 7 feet. I'll bring you along for that. But here again, guys, shelter. Importance that I learned is now communication, navigation, shelter, fire, water, food, and signaling. All right, let's move on. Well, guys, I think Mother Nature has provided me with what I need. If you look at this log, this will serve 3 pieces very well. So I'm going to start sawing. I'm going to saw the first piece off at maybe 7 feet, and then I'm going to bring you along to watch the other 2. All right, guys, I found a log that will work, and I'm cutting it into 8 feet sections. So I've marked this one right here. I'm going to saw this one and have one more to go after this. Okay, so one piece. Got to find where I marked the other one. This is some very good wood that can be used for other things as well. Well, the easiest thing to do again is to walk it off. Should be sufficient here. Okay, so that's one piece. And here is the third. All right, guys, so these are the logs we're going to take back over, and I'm going to start making a tripod. All right, guys, so I have made it back over here with the logs. So I'm getting ready to clean the logs up somewhat. So let's just do that real quick. Just going to clear some of this bark off of it. Yeah, the bark will be of no use. Hey, this is where the clip point comes in real good. Removing this bark. This is wood that I can also use to burn, but it's not going to get burned today. It's going to be more or less a cooking apparatus. So that's one. Yeah, this is just, again guys, just practice. Just to make a different type of fire lay. I haven't made a tripod fire in a while. So that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, I just want to clean this bark off because it's wet. And I do need some large logs. These will be great for future use as well. Yeah, the saw that I use again is a Corona saw. It cuts on the pull only, which is fine, but it saws very well. I've been having it for some time. So guys, another thing I'm sure I've mentioned before, when you're in the bush and you're looking for wood and so forth, you're not going to always find straight wood, but you'll find what you need. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is wrap and frap. So I'll bring you along on that, guys. All right, guys, I am getting ready to do some wrapping and frapping, which is basically a form of binding logs together. Let me put you over here. So I'm going to start out, as you can see, the 3 logs here. The 3 logs right here. So I'm going to start out maybe a foot down, and I'm going to start off with a clove hitch. Just going to make an X, and I'm going to go back up underneath the X. I'm going to pour the working in. I think that's too much because this is only 10 feet of paracord, so I'm going to have to make sure I utilize all of it. So I'm going to make the X somewhat smaller. That's the X. Okay, what I'm going to do is put a stop knot in here. So that even though the clove hitch will not come loose, this is just good security measure. So, okay, so on with the wrapping. Oh, something did not work. So, we must do it again. This is why it's so good to come out and practice. You necessarily do not have to use a clove hitch. There are other ones that you can use. So here again, I'm going over the X, coming back, and I'm going underneath the X. going to pull this tight. And now I'm going to make a stop knot. I know this is very difficult to see. Okay, so now we can start the wrapping. I'm going to go around these 4 times. I'm going to wrap 4 times. So that's 1. This is 2. Gonna be 3. I think I should move my gloves out of the way. And we're going to try to keep these logs even. That's 3. We're going to go wrap 1 more time. And we're going to start the frapping, which I'm just going to go in between these logs. Underneath this one, okay, we're going to try to keep those straight. We're going to go under this log. This is the method that I will use 4 times. That's 3. Go under here. Okay guys, I'm going to rewrap a portion of this. Alright guys, so I had to bring you back on the frapping portion. I'm frapping the last section right now. Frapping is just basically tightening the wrap. This does take a bit of time, but nevertheless, it gets done. I'm going to put 1 more frap on this side. If the logs were not so long, so heavy, there would be another method I would use with bank line. but these are some large logs, so that's that. I'm just going to tie this off now. With a clove hitch. I'm going to go underneath the X. And use a stop knot. Okay, I'm going to stand this up and explain it. All right, guys. The Wrap and Frap. All right, guys, here is the tripod. And you can actually see now how the Wrap and Fraps work. One branch just supporting the other branch. And this is the fire pit. We will have a chain hanging here with the fire, preparing one of my favorite meals, and I'm ready for it. But guys, this is, again, it's just practice. Practice and fun. Just coming out here in the bush and being able to do this, it is fun. So that's a look at it from a distance. It is time to go and gather kindling. Pinky finger size or less. Kindling, and I already have tinder. So, all right, guys, so it's time for me to go and harvest some tinder. Come along with me. Let's get started. Well, guys, that is the fire pit, and I am getting ready to start preparing my meal. And my meal is just going to consist of some French fries and a salad. So, but guys, again, this is just the fun part of coming out in the bush and practicing. It's a lot of fun. I would encourage you to do so if you are interested in anything to do with the wilderness. So I am going to go ahead and start preparing my meal. All right, guys, like I said, I'm just going to prepare some potatoes. And then put them over the fire. Three small potatoes, sufficient to fill me up until I get home. And this is just one of the fun parts of some parts of this is not that great, but this is just the fun part of actually coming out in Mother Nature. Mother Nature will always have some challenges for you, but that is part of the fun. Yeah, it's kind of windy here today, but I wanted to try this. I haven't made a fire like this in some time, so I just wanted to try it once again. And just enjoy being out here, relaxing, and doing some sweating. Yeah, I'm just using a multi-tool to cut the potatoes because it is a stainless steel. I mean, you can use a carbon steel, but I would prefer stainless steel whenever possible. Yeah, it keeps getting windy as if it's going to rain, and then the sun comes right out. So, yeah, 3 small potatoes. And a salad. Enough fuel to get me back to my vehicle today. Even though I don't have to go that far. Yeah, but this tripod that I made, it also can be used for to make a chair. I've done that before. Again, the bushcrafter sees more than the average person does when it comes to being in the bush and wood. We're looking for things that will serve at least two purposes, multi-purposes. So the tripod can serve as a chair. It can, of course, can serve as wood as well for a fireplace. So that was quick. So I'm going to go ahead and start a fire after I fill this with some light tasting olive oil. Yeah, it should not take these very long to fry since they're only small potatoes. I'm going to be starting the fire with just some regular cotton ball and Vaseline for the sake of time. So that's what it looks like. So I'm going to put the top on this, and I'm going to hang it on the tripod for the time being. Yeah, this is just practice, guys. Again, I'd encourage you to come out and practice as much as you can, especially when the weather permits. So we're just gonna hang this right here. Okay. And I'm going to get here's some cotton balls and Vaseline. And this should, well, I know it's going to start rather easily. So let me put you in focus here. Okay. Cotton balls and Vaseline, kind of open it up a little bit. Okay. There we have fire. And we're going to start putting some kindling on here. Cotton balls and Vaseline is the easiest thing to start a fire with, as you just saw. The good thing about the tripod, I can also lower it. I can reposition it. All right, guys, so I'm going to let this I'm going to let the fire build up and wait on the meal time. I may reposition the pot as well. All right, let's wait for the coals to burn down. Hey guys, well, while the French fries are still cooking, I can't wait. Gotta have some food now. So, I'm going to enjoy the salad. I will just be eating French fries alone. Salad with oregano, salad, Italian salad dressing, and lemon and pepper. And even though this wasn't any hard work today, the hardest thing was dragging the logs over here. That was about it. But I just wanted to test this method out. I've done it before, just for fun. So plenty of wood that's already processed. Should have brought more salad. The French fries, maybe 10 minutes from now. But the salad is satisfying. So when the fries are ready and the bell rings, we'll have our French fries. All right, guys, my much awaited French fries. And they are delicious. They couldn't cook fast enough. Lemon pepper, oregano, and ketchup. So that's what I'm having. Salad was okay, but I needed some substance. And then I have some wonderful granola bars. It really did not seem like I did a lot of work today, but I was ready for some food, to say the least. The French fries, they took a little longer than I thought. Of course, because they were not directly sitting on the fire. This is just something I wanted to try out. I haven't done it in a while. So that's what I did. Now I wish that I had brought more than 3 small potatoes, maybe 3 large potatoes. But this is fine. It's just being able to get out and try different things. When I come out next time, what shelter will I build? I think it's time to start on a debris shelter. I think that's going to be my next task. Start on a debris shelter. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've built them before, but now I'm going for improvement, perfection. All natural materials, leaves, saplings, branches, jute twine, binding from roots, trees, and so forth. So those are the challenges that lie in the bush. And again, this wood, I mean, I could come back here for 4 more weekends and not run out of wood. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up these wonderful fries. Again, when you're in the bush, anything that you prepare, anything that you cook, just wonderful. French fries and a salad and some Gatorade. All right, guys. Well, guys, the fire is out. I have had my meal, and can you believe it? It's beginning to get chilly. Well, I do have a hoodie, but I am about to pack up. Again, I just want to come out here, practice some skills. Again, this is a open front tarp shelter, and I've made one before, but again, I am just doing this to improve on things, and this is all about just learning and getting better at what you do. I think the last thing I did to this was just throw some leaves here at the bottom. You know, if it's winter time, you would definitely want that. But yeah, it was fun making this shelter. It's definitely good for one person and their gear. It would definitely keep you out of the rain, that is for sure. And you could always have a fire somewhere near. This cordage could be removed and pulled to another direction. So it's been fun, guys. Again, I wanted to make a tripod and cook from it, which I did. And this wood, I mean, this is just more firewood, you know. Burns well. So, but guys, I am going to go ahead and pack up out of here. Hey, it's been fun. The only tool I used today was a shovel, a Corona saw, and a SOG knife. I did not have a need for a hatchet, but I'll be back here very soon using maybe different cutting tools. But what I found out about this knife is that it cuts on the push, not the pull. On the push, it cuts. So it does work. And I'm sure this is for making notches. But I did use it today just to remove some bark and so forth. I still have not put it through a full test, but time will tell. I do like it very much. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start my cleanup process. Make sure the fire is out. I'll see you in a few. Fred in the Shed, North 22. All right, guys, it has been another tremendous fun day. Again, I got to put up an open front tarp that I've done before, but this time it was for proficiency. And I did use a tripod to cook a meal with over the campfire. So those two things I got accomplished. Looking forward to doing more things. But I just want to say, guys, it's been fun. Hey, if you're interested in bushcrafting, prepping, survival skills, hunting, fishing, camping, RV, the bush or Mother Nature is here waiting on you. This is something that you cannot buy at any store. You will not find it on sale. There will be no Black Friday sale or anything like that. So guys, I encourage you, hey, get out into the bush and have some fun. And as always, like father and son, mother and daughter, human and nature, we're all akin in some form or fashion. So get out in the bush and have some fun. This is the Virginia Bushcrafter signing off. See you on the next video.